Teen Titans number 9, written by Scott Lobdell and Tom DeFalco, art by Ig Guara. This is the finale of the Culling. And it's really dumb, and I hesitate to even call it a finale. It is a sputter. So, last issue I think was Legion Lost? Was that the, I don't know, it was either Legion Lost or Superboy number 9. Regardless, whatever one it was, Harvest joined the battle. Harvest kicked everybody's ass, and it proved that there's no way they could possibly beat him ever. So this issue picks up at that exact same point. He's got Wildfire in his grip, and he's like, haha, everything you've done, not only has it been fruitless, but it's been all part of my plan. And understand I don't take joy in this. And Superboy's like, that sounds dumb. And he's like, you're dumb, Superboy. Shut your failure of a mouth. And he's like, oh, okay. So he's saying, like, he's basically just giving his manifesto over and over again of like, I wanted to create a better world. Can't you understand that? And despite the fact that you have ruined my culling, I will take my better world regardless. And they're like, we don't believe you. You're evil. Just like every page, it's that. So regardless, they come to the conclusion, like, because Kid Flash is just yammering on and on and on, and apparently that's enough for him to not listen in to their telepathic conversation, which we've already established that he could. Regardless, apparently the thing here is like, okay, so Bunker and Dawnstar, they reach the Nowhere Complex. They're getting all of the kids rescued. Like, they're totally gone. Caitlin Fairchild is also helping out doing that. So right now, the Teen Titans are going to provide a distraction to let the Legion Lost team get out, find the central power core, and blow it up. And maybe it'll take both teams with them, but regardless, they have to stop Harvest here. So they shake hands, say, it's been great working with you. See you real soon. Bye. And they go their separate ways as Teen Titans launches an attack on Harvest. And we cut to a mile above the Crucible in the Nowhere Complex, where they're all, the Fairchild and a whole bunch of other people there are loading up all the escape pods with the superpowered teens and just getting everybody out of there. But then some security arrives, and we see that Thunder and Lightning and a couple other people are fighting them away, and Dawnstar and Bunker are called back to their respective groups because can't have them completely separate at the end of the event, despite the fact that they still completely forgot about Skitter. She's just dead. She's just gone. So anyway, they then start flying their way down to the rest of the group, and they feel bad that they're abandoning these kids while the security forces are attacking them, but they know they have to do so. So anyway, we see the fight in the Crucible between Teen Titans and Harvest, and it's not going well right up until Superboy catches Wonder Girl from like smashing into a wall and dying, and he's like, hold on, I have an idea. And he uses Wonder Girl's lariat to funnel his TK, his telekinetic powers, down through as like a funnel to like really focus it so it's not as wide of a thing. And Harvest is like, aha, finally some teamwork between you guys. And then we cut up to the Legion, who's outside the power core, and they're just like, okay, so has anybody seen gates so you can teleport us out of here? No? All right, well, we better start attacking this power core. Here we go. And everyone understands, like, yeah, no, we got to do this to stop Harvest, except for Chameleon Girl, who's like, you know, maybe we should just leave? Like, he could still survive this. He survived literally everything else. And they're like, shut up, here we go. So then we cut back to the final escape pod, where we see a whole group of people in there, including Beast Boy and Tara and Caitlin Fairchild and Ridge. And they're just like, look, guys, we'll get out of nowhere, and we've got to find a way for all of us superpowered teenagers and Ridge and Caitlin Fairchild to survive in this world. We can do it together as Ravagers. Tune into Ravagers number 1 coming out next week. I'm not kidding. It's just an editor's box. So then we see that Rose Wilson and, what was his name, Warblade, are talking and they're like, hey, do we have any idea which pod Caitlin Fairchild's in? It's like, yeah, it's probably the last one that left because she's such a martyr. And it's like, okay, cool. Let's go track her down and face her in Ravagers issue 1. So back to the Crucible, teams fighting, and then all of a sudden Purple Bricks start attacking Harvest. And they're coming from all directions, though, which is so weird because Bunker can only throw them from himself. How can he do this? It's because Kid Flash and Bunker are using their powers in conjunction because teamwork was apparently all that they ever wanted. And so then, like, Red Robin flies in with Solstice, and, you know, they're learning to be an actual team. That was the point of the event. The Teen Titans are now an actual team. But the entire ground is breaking up, so Harvest just, like, flies up a little bit. And he's like, but you see, it was my plan all along that you guys would blow up the nuclear reactor powering this place, and that Caitlin Fairchild would spread the superpowered teens all over the planet, therefore spreading my chaos all over the planet. And Robin's like, all right, now you're just making shit up. There's no way that you could have predicted that. And he's like, guess we'll see. Bye. And he's trying to fly away. Then we get to the power core again. Gates finally shows up and it's like, hey, Legionnaires, I see you're trying to blow this thing up. It's totally going to kill you if you do. I got the portal here, but even better than that, I found a time bubble. We can go back home, guys. And they're like, hell yeah. And they all hop in the time bubble and set it to go home. And the editor's box says, see how poorly that went next issue. So, whoops. Anyway, Harvest is trying to fly away, but Red Robin flies up after him. And he's just like, I swore I'd take you down, Harvest. And Harvest is like, dude, look, here's the big reveal. I'm also a human, and we're both humans fighting for the sake of metahumans. Isn't that weird? And Red Robin's like, what? You're a human? How did you get that way? And he literally just throws Tim Drake down. A voice from off panel says, a mystery for another day. And Harvest agrees, and then they just fly off. And I'm like, who said that? They don't. Who just screams out, a mystery for another day? That was literally Scott Lobdell in the Crucible just shouting that. Anyway, he's like, no, we have to go after them. And then Solstice is like, look, we're with you to the end, but he's already lost his complex, his resources. This place is done for. We will get him, but we should, live to fight another day. And Red Robin's like, okay, all right, let's get out of here. So they all are packed up in Superboy, like, he makes like a rock shield around them, so that way they won't be crushed by other rocks. And him and Wonder Girl burrow their way through the earth to get out to a completely separate area. Mind you, this is in the Antarctic, but when they come out, they are all of a sudden on some tropical island. And Kid Flash is the first to wake up, and he wakes up to a dinosaur. And he's like, uh-oh, guys? And that's where we leave off. Mystery Island. Okay. Culling was stupid. Culling was very stupid from beginning to end. Like, what happened? They didn't beat Harvest. He just left. And a mystery for screw you. Screw that. Screw all this. I'm so, God damn it. Okay. It's bad. I have to put a number on it. I genuinely, it's like a 2. Because this is the culmination. This is the thing. And literally, like, they took 3 panels in here on having to justify to themselves why the heroes actually won this round, despite the fact that they definitely didn't. This was a draw at best. So, yeah, no. It's... God, I hated the culling so much. I really did.